Guys, today we'll be doing some beginner guide and general progression in the game. Now, I recommend for sticking with one team after you reroll. You'd want to stick with any mono team because they'll be really helpful for when you get to Necropolis and building your other teams. Right? So when you focus on the one team, you don't want to spread your resources too thin right now. All you want to do is focus on one team and unlock all the boss battles, right? Now each chapter unlocks one boss, right? So there's 6 chapters so far. That's gonna unlock Orochi, which is the highest difficulty right now. 7th chapter is not done yet, so you cannot unlock the boss for chapter 7 yet. So and then this would take, if you grind this out from the morning until night, you might be able to get to like chapter 4, chapter 5. It would take about 2 to 3 days just to get to chapter 6, right? This is hardcore grinding, you don't stop. After that, depending on your team, you will want to farm Albert, right? Albert is a unit that is fantastic. Now Albert, when you farm him, there's only 15% chance to get him, right? And this is what he does. He gives you attack, increased attack, and skill damage for all parties. That's insane. That's a lot and very good. So if you're building a skill damage team, you might want to get him, right? They're also depending on what you have, okay? So the way to get Albert is through EX missions, and you have to do stage 4. This is where you can get Albert. Now, there's only 15% chance to get him, so keep that in mind. If you do like 20 runs and you don't get him, bad luck, like me, right? I have to do this thing 4 or 5 times, so don't worry about it. Now, another thing is that you keep doing that, you progress. The one thing you want to focus on when you're building your team also is the mana board. Mana board is one of the biggest factor in here. When you're unlocking your mana boards, this would all be black first, right? Dark down. You would want to unlock the big pieces like this one, ability 2. Things that would give your unit an ability or a skill, right? Ability 3. These big pieces are your priority when unlocking them. These little ones can be unlocked later after you unlock the big ones. This is how you should always do for building a unit, right? See, if you look down here, I'll go to a unit that actually doesn't have anything, so it's a better example for you guys. For example, like this unit. As you can see, this unit has grayed out abilities and it's locked, you can see, which means I haven't unlocked it yet. So when you go to mana board, you would want to unlock the big pieces first. Why? Because it gives you an ability, rather than you unlock this and then you unlock all the tiny ones around it. Well, you're not getting an upgrade. We're getting an upgrade, but it's not a big boost compared to unlocking a big piece, right? So that's just a tip. And second, it's about resources. This, you don't really have to use this, okay? This is used for upgrading new units. Now when you upgrade new units, you can, if you're an endgame player like me, you can use this to get them up to level 40 and you unlock mana boards, and then that should be fine, right? However, if you're just starting out early mid-game, you don't have to use that at all. Why? Here's why. When you start farming for Orochi, this gives the most EXP and mana that I know of, okay? That I noticed and that has been telling me, so just true. And you will want to unlock this guy. If you're free to play, this is your man right here. You have to get him 5 times. He also drops, but the chance of dropping is only 0.3% chance, right? Very low, but you can get him as a drop. That's why you'll see some people like level 100s, they farmed it non-stop till they maxed him out. This you don't have to buy because you get it a lot. And those are just some pointers for early to mid-game until you unlock Orochi. Once you have Orochi, you farm Orochi out non-stop. If you have one account, you join Bells. Bells. This is your best friend right here. This is your best friend if you only have one account, right? That's your best friend right there. This will be 0 stamina cost to help other people. Now you can also do what I'm doing, which is running 3 accounts.
Now why would you run an alternate account? Here is why. 1. I could host a run for my main account or my other account and it was going to cost me 3 stamina as long as you have them as friends. You're following each other, right? For example, let me show you guys. I want to do Orochi, right? Oh yeah, look, my stamina is very limited, right? Very limited. And when you get to Orochi farming and boss battles farming, this is where alternate comes in handy. Oh look, I don't have any more stamina. What can I do? Well, I could go to my alternate account, open up a room, click yes, double the drop rate, and there you go. 0 stamina cost. This is my alternate right here. That's hosting. You can see. I get to run for free, and after this, if my stamina account doesn't have any more stamina, I can jump on my other account that has more stamina. That's the only way to really grind out boss battles infinitely, right? And after that, that should be it when you are building your team, boss battles, and moving on to your other teams. So your priority is going to be maxing out main team, right? This is going to be your heart and soul from early to mid game. After you get this, you can start building on other teams, right? Like, for example, the second team I worked on is this Light Fever team. Why? Here's why. If you go to events, you have to do your Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope drops these stars that you need for mana boards. This is where it drops the most. Kaleidoscopes. Sorry, Necropolis. And on top of that, you can get weapons for your team. Now, some builds requires the Necropolis weapons. Some units they don't. But more often than not, they do. Okay. So I recommend farming them out. They give a lot of rewards, which is nice. Mostly stars and weapons. Farming these ones are not ideal on Necropolis. Okay, it's better to farm this, not this, for Necropolis. So waste of stamina because it costs a lot, and farm this. Okay, because if you look at one run, 20 stamina, that's a lot. 17 stamina, 15 stamina, and you don't even get all of it. You don't get a lot of those materials, the T1s, T2s, T3s, and T. Yeah, you don't get too many of them. And T4s, they don't come by that often. So, what you want to do is to also do your Kaleidoscope. Every day you get 3 runs, right? See, this account I haven't done it yet. Three boosted runs every day. So it's up to you whether you want to do more. But personally, I don't do more than 3 per day. Why? Because you could use your stamina on boss battles, which you will need to unlock more stuff. But if you're starting out, I recommend farming Kaleidoscopes, like maybe 4th or 5th one. After that, don't do it. Your priority here is to just do the stories. You only do Kaleidoscopes of early to mid game if you cannot clear your stories. For example, you have a Fire Multi-Ball team. You cannot clear it. I don't know. For example, I have a Rams team, right? I showed you guys earlier. I'm having trouble because one, my level is not high enough, or the mana board. So what I do 1 or 2 Kaleidoscopes. I unlock the big pieces, right? I unlock the big pieces for all the units here. Once I unlock the big piece here, big piece here, big piece here, then I'll try to do the store again. If I fail to do the store again, I'm going to unlock the big pieces here on the mana board, and I'll give it a try again. If that fails, I'm going to start adding weapons, right? If that still fails, I'm going to start adding souls. So you do it bit by bit. Once you have this set up, you should be able to clear the stores easily. Okay? Because your main goal is to farm boss battles easily if you just have 1 account, and get the weapons and other materials you need. Because here's why. For example, I have Thunder Team, right? I farmed the crap out of Thunder. I finished the weapons like this. See, you need to get 5 copies of this, so you gotta farm this guy a lot. Now, let's just say, oh, I finished Thunder. Oh, I have a Light Team, so I go farm Administrator. Why? This one, I get light materials. Number 2, I get the light weapons that I need for the Light Fever team. Also, once your Light team is set up, like, oh, okay, this one is maxed out. You're 6.8k. You move on to your Light Fever team. Oh, look, it's coming along. Oh, look, you're like this team already. It's already maxed. Then you move on to another team. Let's see how this goes. Very simple. And don't forget, every day you have to do your daily missions. This is very important. Why? Beats. 3 beats. Just do them. Super quick. Why? You do solo battles, your kaleidoscope. This, double, 2 birds, 1 stone. Multiplayer, and dash. Oh, this will also be cleared if you do this. So, all you have to do is multiplayer and clear all daily missions, which is very simple.
Apart from that, you just keep repeating this until you finish stories, and after that, you grind out materials. You do Necropolis. If let's just say you have a Rams team, so you would do the Thunder favorite, which is this, and then you want to clear this out. The water level 70. Yes, depth 3. Why? Because depth 3, the level 70 Necropolis gives you more of the stars, and you need the stars what for? You need this to unlock more mana boards. Some mana boards requires 8 of these for one tiny piece, right? So this is where maxing out one mono team really comes in handy. Guess that's all for today.
And if you guys have any questions, just feel free to comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So like, share, and subscribe, and see you guys soon. Keep it easy.